Hello students, today we are going to start new topic and that is microorganisms. So first of all, let me read the name of the chapter, which is microorganisms. Actually, life is present everywhere. If we talk about any place, talk about oceans, rivers, maybe the desert area, maybe the frozen part, that means polar areas. So you talk about anywhere, any place, life is present everywhere on the surface of the earth. It is also present in the air. The microorganisms are present in air also, in soil also, in water also. The food which we eat also have microorganisms. Some of the food gets converted due to the microorganism, like when we talk about the curd. We will be discussing this part in detail. So in short, what I mean to say is the life is present everywhere on the surface of the earth. Now when we talk about life, the organisms can be of different types. Even we all are quite aware of the fact that there are certain organisms which are very, very big. That means their size is very big, say for elephant and even the whale. There are certain organisms which are very small, talk about rat and the ants. So there is a large variation in the size. And when we talk about certain organisms which cannot be seen by the naked eyes, so even those kind of organisms are also present. And as this is a lecture for the class 8, so I am sure that even all the students of 8th standard know this about the microorganisms. We will be talking about the microorganisms in detail. When we talk about the life, the organisms, the living organisms can be divided into three. We can say the plants, animals and the microorganisms. What is the meaning of microorganisms? Microorganisms are those very minute organisms which we cannot see from our naked eyes, which we cannot see from the just without using any additional eyes or added eyes, we cannot see. Then how is it possible to see microorganism? We all know we use microscope for seeing the microorganisms. So what are these microorganisms? So first of all, very minute organisms which cannot be seen by the naked eyes are known as microorganisms. So let's write the definition of microorganism. Very small creatures which cannot be seen by naked eyes. Are called as microorganism. I will write that also, are known as microorganisms. So the organisms, the very minute organism which we cannot see with our naked eyes are known as microorganism. The scientists who study about the microorganisms, the scientists who study about the microorganism are known as what? And what about the size? like how small these microorganisms can be, and what is the field or what is the branch which deals with the study of microorganism. So, the branch which deals with the study of microorganism is known as microbiology. Microbiology is what? It is a branch of science. It is the branch of science which deals with microorganism. So, what is microbiology? Microbiology is the branch of science which deals with the microorganism. And now we will talk about microbiologist. Microbiologist. What is the meaning of microbiologist? The scientist who study about the microorganism, the one who study about the microorganism. Of organism. We are talking about the chapter microorganisms. The life is present, or the life is present everywhere on the surface of the earth. It is present on the desert, inside the soil, in the water, in air. Talk about deserts, talk about polar areas. Life is present everywhere. The life which is present, or the organism which is present, they differ in size. Few organisms are very, very small and few organisms are very big. There are certain organisms which cannot be even seen by our naked eyes. Those organisms which cannot be seen by our naked eyes are known as microorganisms. Those organisms which are very small and we cannot understand, we cannot see, we cannot know that yeah, microorganisms are over here, the organism is here. Those organisms are known as microorganisms because those are very small in size, we cannot see them. Microbiology. Microbiology is the field of science which deals with the study of microorganism, and microbiologists are the one who study about them, who study about the microorganisms. If we talk about the occurrence, of the microorganism, so we have discussed now that it is present everywhere, in food, in the air which we breathe in, on our body. The total surface of our body is covered by the microorganisms. So many microorganisms are present on our body, but we cannot see them. And thank God that all these microorganisms are not harmful. Rather, few of them are very, very useful. That is the reason we are able to survive. And not only that, that our body is covered from the outer surface, like outer surface is covered by microorganisms, even the microorganisms are present inside our body. And these microorganisms which are present inside our body are very helpful. They produce one or the other important or they are responsible for certain activities, certain secretion of certain enzymes which are helpful for us. So, when we talk about the occurrence of microorganisms, microorganisms are present everywhere. Present everywhere. Everywhere means what? I can write over here, desert area, polar area, even in the poisonous springs also, at the poisonous places also, the springs which are very harmful, the chemicals are there which is very harmful, it contains poison, there also microorganisms are present. So even in the sulfur springs also these are present. Whether these springs are hot, that means the area is hot or very cold, microorganisms are the one which has the ability to survive anywhere in the universe. Then inside our body, inside and outside our body, then in water, in air, in food. I think this is quite enough to understand that microorganism is present everywhere. There is not even a single place where they do not exist. This was our third point. Now we will be talking about their size. These are microscopic structures. These are microscopic structures, that means these are very, very small in size. We cannot see them from our naked eyes. These are very small in size, and these the bacteria or it varies actually when we talk about the bacteria and the other microorganism when we talk about, then these microorganisms varies in size. So we will just write variations in size of different sizes. Like when we talk about the bacteria are the one which are the smallest in size, maybe in few microns, maybe 0.4 to 2 microns. When we talk about the other microorganism, there are certain microorganisms which can be little bigger than this, but almost they are the one which we cannot see, and the size, these are measured in microns, which is a very small unit to measure. After this, we will talk about the groups. If we talk about the groups, these are the microorganisms are divided into certain groups. The microorganisms are divided in certain groups like bacteria, fungi, protozoa, virus, all these are groups. So the microorganisms are divided in groups. Why they are divided in groups? To study in a better way, to understand in a better way. And in which way and how it is divided? Obviously the division is done on the basis of their similarity and the differences. If certain microorganism, they are kept in one category, that means they have certain similarities, and if they are in the other, that means there is a difference between the two groups. So microorganisms can be divided into certain groups like bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa. I'll just write over here bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa and viruses. There is no place to write over here. So bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa and viruses. So this is the 5 major group. I'll write over here. Now this is 1 bacteria, 2 fungi, third is algae, fourth is protozoa, and the fifth one is virus. So this is the major group in what we are going to study about all the microorganisms. So first of all, as the name bacteria I have written over here, so we are going to discuss about the bacteria. Till now we have studied that these small creatures, the small organism which we cannot see, are known as microorganism. The one who studies about them is a microbiologist. The study of the microorganism is known as microbiology. Their size differs. All the microorganisms are not of same size, but they are very small and they are measured in microns. Then we have also studied about the occurrence, which we have discussed that they are present everywhere in this universe. This was about the all microorganisms. Now after this we discussed that microorganisms are divided into groups. In these groups, first of all, we are going to study about the bacteria. What we are going to study in bacteria? First of all, where they are present, about the little bit about their size, the way, the mode of nutrition, their reproduction, the useful bacteria and the harmful bacteria, how these bacteria are helpful for us, and even how they are creating problems for us. So let me please note these down, and I will be discussing bacteria. We will be talking first of all about the bacteria. So bacteria. As we have discussed that microorganisms are of different shape and size. When we are talking about a particular group, now I am talking only about bacteria, but in this bacteria group also the microorganisms or the different bacteria or the bacteria of different sizes and shapes are present. What I am saying, microorganism in the broader sense, when we talk about microorganisms can be of different shape and size. Then we started with the groups of microorganisms. In the groups of microorganisms, first of all we are talking about bacteria. When we are discussing bacteria, even the bacterias, all the bacterias are not of same kind. All the bacterias are not of same size, shape. So bacterias are of different shape and size. To begin with, like this will be our first point, shape of the bacteria or types of the bacteria. So shape and type. In this shape and type, there are various shapes which we will be discussing. The bacteria can be of spherical shape. In the spherical shape also, they can be in they can be in the colonies or maybe living alone. Then again they can be rod shaped or maybe spiral shaped, maybe comma shaped. So this we will be discussing now. First of all, the first is coccus. Coccus or cocci. The bacterias, when we say that these are cocci, the shape is coccus. So we will say, we can again divide this into three categories. One is Diplococcus, Streptococcus, and Staphylococcus. Coccus means these are of spherical shape. Coccus means these are of spherical shape. the shape is spherical. Then what is about these divisions? When I am saying that bacteria is coccus, the bacteria, it may be the Diplococcus or Streptococcus or Staphylococcus. That means these bacteria are of spherical shape. Now, all these bacteria are of spherical shape, but Diplococcus means here two are together, two bacteria can be seen together. When we talk about Streptococcus, here they can be seen in the chains. That means the bacteria which are of spherical shape and are in chains are known as what? Are known as Streptococcus. So how these will be? These will be like this. Now Staphylococcus. Now what is the meaning of Staphylococcus? These will be obviously of spherical shape, but these will be in the clusters. Here we can see the different shapes of the bacteria. We are discussing the first one, coccus or the cocci. Here the bacteria, which bacteria comes under this category? The one which are of spherical shape. Coccus can be again redivided into certain categories like Diplococcus, Streptococcus and Staphylococcus. This one, as the name suggests, die. So what is the meaning? Two will be together, and here you can see that two I have drawn, that means two bacteria will be together. Streptococcus, these bacteria will be of what? Spherical shape, because the name coccus is coming in the end. You can see here coccus, coccus and coccus. That means these bacteria will be of spherical shape, but again these will be in the form of the chains. So I have drawn over here the chain of the Streptococcus bacteria. Staphylococcus, these are present in the clusters. So I have drawn over here a cluster. So these are what? Staphylococcus. Now this one was about the coccus. Now we will talk about the second one. Now second one is Bacillus. Second one is Bacillus. Now what is the shape of the Bacillus? Bacillus means basically the rod shaped bacteria. Bacillus means rod shaped bacteria. Bacillus means rod shaped bacteria. So how these bacteria are? These are like this. This is the rod shaped bacteria. So this is about the Bacillus. First is about the coccus and the second one is about the Bacillus. Now we will talk about Spirillum. Spirillum. Now these bacteria are of which shape? These bacteria are curved bacteria. That means they have the curved shaped. How these are? Like this. Yes. That means the bacteria are not straight, they are not spherical, rather they are what? They are curved shape. These are the curved shaped bacteria and not the straight one. So, this is known as what? Spirillum. Now, we will talk about the fourth shape, or that is vibrio. Now, this coccus is spherical shape, bacillus is rod shaped bacteria, spirillum is somewhat curved bacteria, vibrio is comma shaped bacteria. It is comma shaped bacteria. These are comma shaped bacteria. Now, let me draw over here. This is the comma shaped bacteria, or even the slightest like this. So, this is vibrio, which is a comma shaped bacteria. So, these are the different shapes of the bacteria. All the bacteria are not of the same size and the shapes. We have studied over here few different shapes. If the name comes coccus, that means one has to understand that these bacteria are of spherical shape. They may be in the pairs, as the name is suggesting. If they are in chains, then obviously they have to be streptococcus. If the spherical bacteria are in clusters, then staphylococcus we can say. If the bacteria are of rod shape, then it has to be bacillus. Like I am talking about the shape of the bacteria. Spirillum means the curve shaped bacteria and the vibrio means the comma shaped bacteria. First of all, the first thing which we read about the bacteria is about their different shapes. From this, it is very clear that all the bacteria are not of the same shapes. Now, we will move to the next topic of the bacteria only. We will talk about certain external features, certain characteristic features of the bacteria. Please note this out.